Hey everybody, so I'm back again with another recap of Love After Lockup. This is season 2, episode 11. This week's episode, it was heavy. Like I'm not even gonna hold you up. I probably ain't even gonna have that many jokes for real, because I was just like either hanging my mouth open in shock or crying. It was a tough week. A lot of bombs got dropped and a lot of information was revealed to me that I was just not ready for. Good grief. Let's just go ahead and get into this recap. I'm gonna go ahead and start with Scott and Lizzie and get them out of the way because not much happened with them. Jasmine and Lizzie went to go try on wedding dresses and had a long conversation once again about marrying Scott and how Jasmine doesn't want her to. Jasmine really just wants her mommy. She really wants her mom to herself. She doesn't want a man to come between her. That's really what it boils down to. She keeps saying that she wants Lizzie to be independent and be on her own and get her life together. And that's why she doesn't want her with Scott. But really what it boils down to is she wants her mama to herself. And she feels like Scott is getting in the way of her relationship with her mom. And she wants Scott out of the picture so that her and her mom can bond and grow together in their relationship. I think she needs to let that idea go. I've said it once, I'll say it again. She needs to let that go. Okay, her mom didn't raise her. She didn't have her in her life to begin with. And I kind of think that, you know, as much as she wants to make up for lost time and have this relationship with her mom, I just don't know if it's in the cards. Like, I think she needs to take the relationship with her mom for what it is, let her mom go, do what she's going to do, and just pray and hope that she will come back to her on her own. But besides the point, they go try on wedding dresses. Lizzie picks out a couple dresses. The first dress, trash, throw it away. It did not work for her body type. Her boobs were way too much for that little. That was a dress for a very slender woman with a flat chest, and Lizzie is none of those things. It just wasn't good. But that second dress, I ain't even gonna lie, she looked amazing in that second dress. It was like, it had like sheer straps, like I don't know what you call it, like the mesh chiffon, I don't know what it's called, but that's what the straps were made of, and it was basically like a sweetheart neck. Other than that, like, it held the girls up, lifted them up high. They were contained. It was very just long and sheer and flowing at the bottom. She looked good. I mean, she looked amazing. The problem is that Lizzie said that she didn't have a budget for her wedding dress, and I was like, how you don't have no budget? Like, I think Lizzie thinks she's literally marrying Daddy Warbucks. Just because Scott has spent all this money on her up until this point, she thinks that Scott has unlimited coin. She really does not understand that this man's coin is running. I don't know what she thinks he does for a living. I don't know if she thinks he sells drugs on the side and that's how he's getting this extra income. But I'm like, he's a regular dude. He's a regular man. He's a truck driver. And not to say that that means he's broke, but that doesn't mean he has unlimited funds. And I don't understand, like, if it was my man and I wouldn't be like, I don't have a budget for my wedding dress. I'd be like, no, I have a budget. I know I don't want to spend over a certain number. Even if he didn't tell me there was a number, I know that there's a number because I know people's money is not unlimited. He's not a business tycoon. He's not a philanthropist. He's like a regular dude. So Lizzie is just out here picking up $2,000, $3,000 dresses as if there is no budget to this. And I'm just like, Scott ain't got no money. He out. It's empty. Bank account empty. But the second dress she tried on was gorgeous. She picks that one, fine, but she looked beautiful in it. Now, whether Scott's gonna be able to pay for it is another question. Fast forward. Scott surprises Lizzie with her car. It was actually a cute little car. It was clearly used. It was probably like, I don't know what y'all think, like a 2005. It was a little Mazda something. A little 2-door, stick shift. He said it was a fast car. He put a little bow on it. You know, God, as dumb as Scott is, this is stupid. And yes, he enabled her and gave her drug money while she was in prison. I still like Scott, y'all. He just melts my heart. Like, he just means well, like, all the time. He just wants the best for Lizzie and wants to give her the world. And I'm like, I can't be mad at that. They get in the car and they test drive it a little bit. Lizzie zooms around the parking lot. Her driver's license was revoked, so she can't really drive it, but it was amazing. There was one other surprise other than the car. Our boy Scott got a new set of chompers. Okay. Now, I don't know what material these teeth were made of. Okay. I don't know where he got the teeth from. Because number one, they didn't fit his mouth. He couldn't hardly talk. He said they were uncomfortable and they hurt. I think he made them at home. I think they were like George Washington's wooden teeth. I don't know what these teeth were made from. I think it probably was like a little plastic or something, and he just got some Gorilla Glue and went to work, because they clearly were not done in a dentist's office, because they didn't fit his mouth. There was nothing, it looked wrong. I mean, they were there. The fact that he had more teeth than he had before was the improvement, but the teeth were weird. I mean, he couldn't talk. Like it affected, I don't know. I'm scared. I don't think he needs to eat anything harder than like a sweet potato or some applesauce, because if he chomps down into something a little crunchy, I think that whole plastic piece gonna come right out just like it did before. Scott got some new teeth for Lizzie. Lizzie was excited. She said he looked great. His hair was slicked to the back. He was trying. You know, I give Scott that he's trying. He's trying to improve himself for this woman, and I can't be mad at that. But that was basically it for Lizzie and Scott. They really didn't have much this week, so we're gonna move on to the next couple. Okay, so next is Brittany and Marcelino, y'all. Okay, maybe y'all keep y'all's ear to the streets more than I do, but I did not know that Brittany was pregnant. Like, last I heard, Brittany was back in jail. Like, that was the information that I had heard from like the interweb or my Facebook groups and stuff. There was that Brittany was back in jail, not that she was pregnant. So I missed the whole pregnancy. I don't know. I did not know. Brittany's pregnant, y'all. Sorry for the spoiler if you haven't watched the episode. They showed a little scene of her taking a pregnancy test. The premise of their whole episode was that it's Marcelino's 40th birthday. They went to Brittany's old bunkmate, the baddest of them all, Sasha. If I went that way, I would be trying to holler at Sasha. Sasha is so fine. That girl is, ooh, she fine. She just beautiful. Apparently her family got money because they live in like a really big house. So they go over to their house and have this party for Marcelino. They invite, you know, some of his friends, some of her friends, of course. Brittany invites Amanda. Amanda brings some other friend of hers, another Amanda. I think she just brought Amanda to make Brittany jealous and be like, oh, since you want to play around with Marcelino, guess what? Okay, I'm not in here crying over you. I can still pull him. That's all that little girl was there for. She was just a play in the game. Like, Amanda not talking to that girl. She barely talked to her while they was at the party. She just brought her to make Brittany jealous, and it didn't work. Actually, it ended up blowing up in her face. At the party, Marcelino is outside talking to the second Amanda, Amanda's friend, about like how he just doesn't think that a woman basically can provide what a man can in a relationship. Basically, he means you can't get dick from anything from a man, and that's basically what Brittany really wants, is some penis. And even though she played around in prison, that's all that was there, because, you know, there was nothing but women in prison. But when she came out, she had to find a real man to satisfy her needs. That's not what he said, but that's what he was saying. I mean, if you read between the lines, basically Marcelino was saying that a woman can't provide for a woman like a man can in a relationship. So second Amanda gets mad. They start kind of going back and forth. She gets mad and storms off, and then goes in the house and starts telling Amanda number one, which is Brittany's Amanda, that, you know, he trifling, he talking crazy, he being disrespectful, blah, blah, blah. Brittany gets wind of this. Meanwhile, she's outside talking to Bunky, who is Sasha, the love of my life, about the baby, and, you know, how she don't nobody know, got to keep a secret. Meanwhile, she overhears kind of some hustle and bustle inside the house. She goes in, finds out Amanda number two is starting some mess. Brittany gets mad. She gets hot. She like, homegirl gotta go, for I beat her behind. I can't be out here fighting people because I'm pregnant. It was just kind of a mess. And so Marcelino finally gathers up Amanda 1 and Amanda 2 and escorts them out the house. Amanda 1, Brittany's Amanda, basically is done with Brittany. She was like, this is the last straw. You know, you came here, y'all was at, you know, she really wanted to make Brittany jealous and hoped that it would have some effect on her. And it didn't at all, because Brittany really, I don't think Brittany really like wants Amanda like that. I think Brittany just likes, I don't know. Actually, I don't even know what Brittany wants. I ain't gonna pretend like I know. I don't understand Brittany. She's an enigma. I'm confused. I don't know. I don't know. But she's done with Amanda. With whatever her and Amanda had is over. I think now that she's pregnant, I guess she wants to make it work with Marcelino. I don't know. Brittany's confusing. You know, I'm confused by her entirely. Anyway, they escort Amanda 1 and Amanda 2. They gotta go. They leave the party. But yeah, that was basically the big bomb, was that Brittany is pregnant with Marcelino's child. Marcelino doesn't know as of right now in the filming, and I was shook. Like, I wasn't expecting that. I mean, homegirl. So if she's back in jail, I'm like, girl, you already left one baby to go to jail. You gonna leave another one go to jail? Like, I don't understand how these folks just be popping up pregnant. Everybody fertile. Like, I don't understand. Why is it that, like, it's like good women out here with whole families that can't even get pregnant, but these folks like this can get pregnant like that. Like, I don't understand it. That was basically it for Marcelino and Brittany. We'll see what happens in the next few episodes. I'll have to do some digging to double check, but I thought Brittany was back in jail. And that would mean that she's pregnant in jail. So we'll have to see what happens with them in the next week. But let's move on to the next couple. Okay, so next is Clint and Tracy. This week they just show Clint in his house, honey. He's smoking cigarettes. The cat just wandering around. He's stressed out. Clint looks like he's aged another 10 years in the last 2 weeks since Tracy disappeared. He looks toe up from the flow up. He looks a mess, just like he just been rubbing his hair out and biting his fingernails and smoking cigarettes. He don't look like he ate or slept since Tracy has been gone. Finally, you know, he's kind of wandering around, and miraculously at the time that the camera crew is there filming, he gets a call from a correctional facility. He answers, and it is his goddess, Tracy. Tracy said that she ended up getting arrested. She was speeding. They had the clip from her arrest. Like, I guess it was the dash cam from the cop car. I don't even know how they got this. That's why I was like, y'all know I'm ignorant to law, apparently, because y'all were like telling me last week that, you know, it's public record. You can call the prison and find out somebody's in there. So can you ask police, like, if somebody gets arrested, can you get the dash cam footage? Like, is that something that you could do? Because they had the footage from Tracy's arrest, and she looked like she was tweaking. So the dash cam footage did not look staged to me. She looked fidgety. She looked like she was high in that dash cam footage. She got pulled over for speeding, got taken in because she didn't report for parole. She never did anything. I mean, she literally got out of prison. The next day, she disappeared. They got married. She was gone. So she never went to her parole officer. So she has violated parole out the gate, back in jail. I asked her about the car. Clint was like, you know, you took the car. Where is it? She didn't even want to answer. I thought that was really weird. She was being real shysty and sneaky about that car. So I'm thinking that car has either been impounded or is totaled somewhere, or she sold it. I don't know what she did with that car, but that car is going to be on Clint's record because he owes Enterprise rental like 21 grand for this car. She won't tell him where the car is, but, you know, he asked about their relationship. Do you still love me? Are you still going to be here? She said, yeah, I'm here with you, baby. Like, this is the thing about Clint and Tracy. This is the one couple on this show that I actually think is going to make it. These two crazy folks, like, Clint is not going to give Tracy up. It don't matter what Tracy does. I'm looking for this kind of love. Like, where are the men that are like this that don't look like they're 57 and they're actually like 32? I need to know, do I have to start smoking crack? Is that what it is? I got to start smoking crack to find love like this. That's what I got to do? I mean, I don't know. I'll have to think about it, because this man will not give up on this woman. It don't matter what she does. She in jail again. She was like, baby, I'm going to put you on my visitation list. He was so happy to hear from her. He didn't even care that the call came from jail. He didn't care that she didn't want to tell him about what a rental car was. He didn't care. He was just happy that she was okay and that she said she still wanted to be married to him. Tracy said divorce is not in her vocabulary. These two going to be cracked out and in love for the rest of this. Bobby and Whitney right here. They gonna be cracked out and in love for the rest of their lives. This is the one couple that I see making it. I mean, this man won't let her go. And I think she genuinely wants him too. It's like, I mean, her addiction is like making her do all this crazy stuff. But I feel like she really does like Clint. And Clint can't get enough of her. He can't leave her alone. So I actually think these two are gonna make it. They had a short interview of Tracy while she was in jail. And she got Clint's name tattooed on her hand. She said she is in it for the long haul. She said she wanted to prove her love to him. I guess I'm just going to have to start smoking crack to find love like this. Because I think these two are going to make it. I honestly do. I think Clint is going to stay with her. He going to follow her around. She going to be cracked out, moving from jail to jail, city to city. He going to keep following her. But that's it for Clint and Tracy. Let's move on to the next couple. Okay, so next is Matt and Caitlin, and this part of the show broke me down. I don't know if it's my hormones, and I'm not a crier, but y'all, Unfortunately, Caitlin's mom passed away in this episode. They start the episode where she's talking to the funeral home, and they're talking about coming to view the body, and Caitlin just breaks down crying. Matt comes in there and consoles her. I will applaud Matt this week because Matt was really supportive. He was really there for Caitlin when she needed him. And I felt like he was her support system. He didn't ask her questions. He didn't ask anything of her. He just held her and let her cry. That was what she needed him to be. And I was actually kind of proud of him that he was there for her like he was. But they did like a short interview with Caitlin, and she was just talking about how mean she was to her mom the last time she saw her. Y'all remember when they met up to meet with her, she threw a fit. She threw a phone. She stormed out. She was mad at her mom because her mom was addicted and just the relationship. She was just upset, and she really did act a fool. But can you imagine the guilt that she feels because of how she left it with her mom? First of all, she moved out of her mom's house because her mom didn't want a felon living there. So she picked Matt over her mom. These are her words. She feels like she chose Matt over her mom. Then when her mom did meet up with them to meet Matt, she acted a complete fool. I could feel the guilt on Caitlin. She felt so bad because she didn't get to reconcile with her mom before her mom passed away because it was an unexpected death. This part of the show got to me. I was just crying when she was crying. It was rough. It was heavy. And I really feel bad for her because I can tell that she felt bad for how she acted the last time she saw her mom and how the relationship was left, and she never got a chance to reconcile, and she feels bad, and I feel for her. I pray that Caitlin can find peace. I pray that Matt can step up and be the man that she needs, especially during this time of grief. That's really it for them. I really don't have much else to say. I didn't even want to make a joke about it because it was so serious. So I'm just giving you guys the tea of what happened in the episode. I'm not about to joke around nobody's death. So let's move on to the last throuple. Last is Megan, Michael, and Sarah. You guys, I had an epiphany when I was watching this episode. I think that Megan, Michael, and Sarah's entire storyline is fake. I think it's fake. And I'm going to tell you why I think it's fake. First of all, let me just say, I commend Michael's mom this episode. If you guys remember when I did my live, like a month ago, when the show first came out, when Michael first got home and he was FaceTiming Megan, and Sarah was like outside, or she had just left, and she was like smiling on her face, and I was mad because I was like, she needs to stand up and tell her son that he's wrong for doing this. She stood up and told him he was wrong, and not only did she do that, she told him that you need to fight for your marriage. I was like, yes, mom, come through. Like, she really told Michael the business. Like, listen, this is your wife. She's been with you for 6 years. She held you down while you were in prison, taking care of your daughter. She went to visit you. Like, she's been here, and you're going to throw all that away, a whole marriage and a mother of your child away for some girl that you just met. Here's why I think that the storyline is fake. Because Michael has talked this entire show about how much he loves Megan, how Megan understands me, Megan completes me, Sarah don't get me no more, she just be nagging me and da-da-da-da-da, and how much he loves Megan, and Megan's my queen, and Megan's this and Megan's that, and she cool, but I'm just with her for my daughter. It didn't take much effort to change Michael's mind. It was like it was too easy. Like, he had literally one conversation with his mom outside at the park, and his mom was like, you need to fight for your marriage. And he was like, yeah, I do. And she's like, yeah, you need to let all these other girls go. And he's like, yep, I do. So I'm going to break it off with Megan. I was like, hold up. Ain't no way after this one conversation, you're just so easily going to be like, yeah, I need to break up with Megan. I don't think that the stuff that he was saying before was true. I think it was just to keep the storyline juicy. I think that it's staged. I think that Megan and Sarah probably know about each other. I think that all of this was just for the drama of it, of having two people fight over an inmate. I don't think that he really ever loved Megan. I don't know that he loves Sarah. I mean, he married Sarah, so I guess he loves her. And I think Megan was just some girl that he met and was talking to and was like, said these things on the show, like, oh, Megan's really the one I want. I'm not really with Sarah, just for the drama of it, because it was way too easy for him to change his mind. If Megan was what he said she was, like the love of his life, the one that he's meant to be with, she understands me, she completes me, it would not have been that easy to convince him to leave her. It would have taken a long time. Like, mama would have had to keep telling him. It was like one conversation, he was like, yeah, I gotta go. I'm gonna go pick her up and break up with her. Nah, y'all not fooling me, WeTV. I'm starting to think that all of this is a little bit staged. But nonetheless, he says that he's going to break it off with Megan for the sake of his marriage and his family, which is the right thing to do. Regardless of whether it's fake or not, it's the right thing to do, okay? You married this girl, you need to stick with it. If you didn't want her, you shouldn't have married her. So same lie that he's been telling each of these women. Every time he needs to go see the other, it's always his PO has called him. So Sarah now thinks that he went to go visit his PO when actually he's going to pick up Megan from the airport. Yet to tell anybody that she is pregnant. She hasn't told Michael or his mom. Nobody knows except her friend Emmy. Emmy is the only person that knows. She just wants to tell him first. She wants to wait for the right time. So nobody knows. But he's told the same lie that he's going to visit his PO and he went to go pick Megan up from the airport. Film this was like so Lifetime movie. It was like they filmed him pacing outside the escalator, and then the camera, they film him like as if it's Megan from Megan's point of view coming down the escalator into his arms. It was way too much. I'm like, just film them meeting. Like, it was way too movie-esque. I think they're trying to do too much. I don't know what's going on there, but I didn't enjoy the way that they filmed this whole scene. But Megan has arrived and she hugs Michael, and Michael, it looks like he looks nervous, like he's scared to tell her. And here's my thing. Regardless of whether this is staged or not, I really believe that Megan was a virgin and that she gave him her virginity. And the fact that she gave this man her virginity and now he's just going to dump her because he's married kind of breaks my heart. And I'm kind of pissed because I'm tired of seeing women be mistreated. Like, it just irks my nerves. And I just want to choke every man who mistreats women knowingly. Like, not like, oh, I made a mistake, I slipped up. Like, this was premeditated, planned, and thought out. If you didn't want Megan, if you're married in jail, why are you even communicating with other women? Why are you even why are you on meetinmate.com if you're already married? Michael makes me want to punch him every time I see him. Regardless of whether I think this is fake or not, he's still mistreating women. Regardless of their, acceptance of the plot line or whatever, you're still on TV looking a fool, all three of you. So it's just getting exhausting at this point, and I'm ready for Megan and Sarah to meet, because that's really going to cement it in my mind whether this is fake or not. I'll know for sure how these women interact, how they talk to each other, if they know about each other or not. You can kind of tell that. So I think that next week when Megan and Sarah actually meet and sit down face to face, I'll really be able to know if this storyline was fake from the beginning or not, based on how they interact, because I'm already starting to think that it was fake. It was just too easy for him to let Megan go. He was like, yeah, I need to be with my wife. Hold up, dude, because you said you didn't even like her. You were talking like you were just with her so she wouldn't take your daughter away. So, I mean, I said that before, that I think that he really did genuinely like his wife. But I don't know what to believe anymore. I'm just confused now, because it just was too easy for him to let go of Megan. It was too simple. Like, he had one conversation with his mom, and then he's like, all right, I'm about to go pick her up and break up with her. Huh? Y'all think what you want. Let me know what you think in the comments, if you think that Megan, Michael, and Sarah's storyline is real or if it's fake, based on how easily Michael gave Megan up. I don't know. I'm questioning. It for this recap. Thank you guys so much for watching me every single time. You have no idea how much it means to me. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter at NICHI_P_tweets for all my live tweets during the show as it airs in real time every Friday night. So as far as me adding a new show, it's looking like Seeking Sister Wife is gonna win it out. That seems to be the show that people want me to recap. So I'm leaning more towards that one, but keep putting shows in the comments. I'm still taking suggestions. And also don't forget about Ask Nichi P. If you'd like to send me a DM on Instagram at NICHIP_1990 and ask me a question about anything that's going on in your life, and I'll answer it right here on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next week in the recap. Bye.